Forests of North America have for millennia been home to one of the continent's most secretive animals, the bat. In the last few centuries, the extraction of mineral resources have created thousands of abandoned mines, and in the process, mining companies have unexpectedly created artificial homes for millions of bats. In Canada, some of these mines have become hibernating sites, while others in the United States are used for both hibernation and summer roosts. There are more than 500,000 abandoned mines throughout North America, but not all are suitable for bats. For those that are, the mines must be deep enough so that winter temperatures in the area where bats are hibernating do not drop below freezing. Bats are nocturnal, meaning they only come out at night. The millions of bats across North America play a crucial role as the main nighttime predators on insect populations. Everything we know about bats is accomplished through the many long, late nocturnal hours scientists spend tracking and tagging bats.
So abandoned mines are really important to bats because about half of the species in North America need to hibernate over the cold winter months. So they need a place to shelter them that has a perfect microclimate, which means it can't go below freezing, and so abandoned mines actually provide that kind of habitat for them.
Abandoned mines are dangerous places, and in North America, laws dictate no entry to any members of the public. Historically, mining companies have covered the entrance to abandoned mines with a cement cap. An unfortunate consequence in some cases is that thousands of bats have been entombed within the mines. So how do you safeguard bat populations while keeping people out? One solution is building a bat gate.
You want to make sure the openings are large enough to accommodate the bats and small enough to keep out even small children. And that's usually done by making long horizontal openings rather than vertical openings.
We encourage companies and land management agencies to identify the mines that are most important to the bats and wildlife and to put bat-friendly closures on those because the wildlife still gets the benefit from the use of the site. There's no hazard anymore, and they don't cost any more than a destructive closure such as backfill. So it's a win-win situation for the company and for the wildlife.
Mining companies have become stewards for these hibernating bats. As landlords, they must be aware of which mines are being occupied and ensure the safety of their tenants. Fortunately, confirming whether these abandoned mines contain bats requires minimal effort. Decades of research by bat scientists have revealed that at the end of every summer, bats return to their favorite hibernating sites. They do this to mate and to show their offspring their preferred site. For bat scientists, this annual ritual provides a unique window of opportunity as to which abandoned mines become occupied in winter. Today's technological advances are allowing scientists and non-scientists to study bats without having to enter dangerous abandoned mines. For example, remotely located and battery-powered instruments situated outside the abandoned mine can detect and record bat calls that are inaudible to the human ear. These ultrasonic sounds are collected over a period of several days to a week. The bat calls are then analyzed at a later date from a safe perspective and reveal what species of bat and how many have entered the site. This valuable data is obtained safely and without the need to enter a mine. Knowing whether an abandoned mine is occupied by bats or not will help a mine owner determine whether the mine requires a bat gate or a permanent cap.
So mining companies can play a really critical role in terms of protecting those sites that are good habitat for bats for hibernating. So bats are very loyal to these sites once they find them. So if mining companies put bat gates on those sites so that the bats can enter and then it keeps humans out, so the safety issue is addressed, then the bats will continue to use those sites for many, many years. And that provides really critical habitat for them.
In 2006, a major threat to bats suddenly appeared. Large numbers of dead bats were discovered in a cave in New York State. The dead bats had an unusual condition, white noses, which was later confirmed to be a fungus. The fungus caused irritation in hibernating bats, forcing them to wake more often than needed. This resulted in the reduction of their fat reserves and, in some cases, an early emergence from the mine before the end of winter. Mortality in bat populations was staggering. As many as 95% had died. Since 2006, the fungus has spread outwards across eastern North America, causing rapid and serious declines in hibernating bat populations.
We know a lot of different agents can kill the fungus if we are growing it in a petri dish. So it's easy fungus to kill. It's normally outcompeted by other fungi that live in these caves, except on the tissues of bats. The problem with treating bats in the wild is that if you want to kill the fungus, you have to handle bats, and handling them during the winter also kills them because they also run out of fat too quickly from that handling stress. So figuring out how we can actually treat the disease seems to be a really difficult thing to do.
Species such as the little brown bat that were once seen in abundance in our own backyards are now disappearing at an alarming rate. More than ever before, there is an urgency to know how many abandoned mines are home to bats. Identifying where these mines are and placing bat gates at their entrances offers an immediate protection and may buy valuable time for scientists trying to save these creatures. While forests are still home to bats, scientists, with the cooperation of mining companies, are revealing that abandoned mines are a valuable and alternative habitat for bats. The last vestige of hope for bats in North America may well be abandoned mines.